Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. This this chainmail resub. What's up? Here we go. New day, new fun. Let's make it happen. Bum 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 bum. Averaged up on AMC. Interesting decision. Interesting decision. Why did you make that call? Yo yo yo. It's gonna be a crazy day. Dial in. I'm dialed. I'm in. I'm dialed. Who are you gonna call? Cannot agree. Juju is correct. You're tired. We're all tired. This is the fourth quarter, though. Fourth quarter, you pull up the socks, you hit the field. We do like the stock. We do. Stock guy did a phenomenal job last night with AOC, guys. Phenomenal job. Pull up the stonks. You hit the field. You know it. You know it. This is it, guys. This is gonna be a day of utter insanity today. Want to add SNDL to the title? I do. I do want to add SNDL to the title. I'm just gonna fill out this trading journal because I did take pre-market trades. Um, oh, it's gonna fly. Out the gate, we're gonna fly. What it does throughout the day, we will see. But yeah, with Elon pumping Bitcoin this morning, that's gonna be interesting. My cost basis was 850. I doubled up around 1150. Made the decision because I think that even if AMC doesn't work out right now, I can bag hold and hang on around for the growth. Okay, so I like the DD. I like the thought process that you're doing on that. I have a similar thought process with my entry into SNDL this morning. That in the event that it doesn't run today, which I don't think is going to happen, I think it is going to happen. With SNDL, we do have a government that has made it quite clear that pot is going to get legalized. So it's an if and or when on that for me. So if I end up holding this longer, that's okay. I'm taking an equity position, not an options position on it. I can do that. I have that availability. Robinhood raised $1 billion from existing investors just hours after it halted purchases, suggesting the free trading app faced a potential cash shortage. It didn't have the collateral to cover clearinghouse requirements, which is why it did that. SNDL is restricted on Robinhood. It's not completely restricted. They did put out a shopping list, guys. I will pull that up momentarily. Just let me put this in. Let me put in my pre-market orders here. Toaster Delta, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. How'd you find the stream? What do you trade? SNDL. Okay, 17,000 shares SNDL, 4,000 shares. Yeah. 506. 0.80. Yeah, so Real Humans has it right here, guys. This is what I'm calling the shopping list for the day, okay? Yeah, Jasper, that's also sound DD. Um, I don't know about dump during the day. I don't. Heading into the end of the day, I think we're going to see these options chains populate in a crazy kind of way, and it's just going to build growth throughout the day towards exercising at the end. Power hour is going to be insanity today. Absolute insanity. But guys, this is what I'm calling the shopping list that Robinhood has put out. They essentially came out, and I think what they were trying to do is be transparent and helpful in this. The sad thing that they've done though is they have literally put out the list of tickers that retail traders are going to be trading today. This is, if you're not watching these stocks today, I don't know what you're watching in the market today. These are the tickers that are going to go, and they've outlined them for you. What's of particular interest to me is some of them are very tight. So GME restrictions, you can only take 5 more shares of GME, but SNDL, you can take 1,200 shares. Options contracts on GME, interesting enough, you can take 10 options contracts, which are probably going to continue to drive the price north as a result. So I think that this shopping list has a lot of potential on it. You have to do your own due diligence, make your own conclusions. But do you think stocks other than GME will see a boost because of the limits imposed by Robinhood? Yeah, I think that people are going to get their 5 shares of GME and then go, okay, what else do I want? And even some of the other ones that are very well known, things like BBBY, BB, uh, costs. These guys here, um, they may already have a position that may already be maxed out. To fill these positions is not going to take a lot of capital. They might be able to do that depending on how much money they've got in their accounts. For the players that are coming in and are smaller accounts, larger portions of new traders, retail traders, I think these smaller stocks, these SNDLs, these nakeds, are going to have a very huge opportunity to just go, especially when you look at naked and SNDL having a much larger share section that you can take off of it. Oh, way Bez life. Digging that cheer, man. Digging that cheer. No EXPR. Yeah, it's there. 200 shares. I don't hold EXPR, no. Do you think it's safe to hold on to SNDL? I don't think anything's safe in this market. Yeah, I don't think it's there. Anytime, Abez. That's what it's about. We support one another. Breakdowns and emotional roller coasters are just going to be a thing, I think. Um, what sack you got here? This is a Reddit thing. I'll be buying $1 million of GME tonight from Asia when the market opens. Wall Street Bets community know that over 4 billion Asian community and 20 million TRX community are behind you. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. So what's interesting here, ladies and gentlemen, is this is no longer a domestic thing, okay? And especially since Chromatos, thanks for the follow, man, much appreciated. Let me know how you found the channel, what it is you trade. That page I'm looking at is crap. Um, this is important, man. This is a shopping list for the day. Um, it is the end game. Yeah. So you guys remember yesterday was the first Avengers film, the one where Thanos wins. Today is day 2. Thank you. Go to mama. You swing trade equities. Awesome. Then you're in the right place. Martini, who I found from Stonko. Yeah, I'm loving this flow of like Stonko, Martini, Rebels. All of us are kind of just working together and growing this. Very cool. Very cool. I want to dress up as a Spartan today. I mean, I got my shield ready to go. I'm ready. I'm ready. Degens, assemble. Degens, assemble. Seven minutes till the hood. Yeah. Guys, be prepared. The hood is coming. Yeah. It is an international thing, and what's making the issue so much worse, guys, is major publications like Bloomberg, Yahoo Finance, Financial Times, they continue, they absolutely continue to deride retail traders like they're a bunch of idiots, which is only making things worse. Because globally, there are people around the world, like we're seeing from Asia, like we're seeing from Europe, like we're seeing from the UK. What we're seeing is these these international retail traders saying we're staying up. We're going to be there. We are going to be trading this, and we are going to go hard in the paint. And these aren't people that are necessarily using Robinhood. These are people that are using IB. These are people that are using 212. These are people that are using international brokerages that do not have these restrictions because they are in and of themselves their own clearinghouse. It's going to be nuts. Nuts. TSG's channel just overloaded. Good luck today, all. Yeah. Lithuania's going hard. Everybody's going hard. It's a global movement, which is very, very cool. Unless you're on the other side of this, in which case you are crying. When do the big short contracts? Profiteer, I think you're talking about the big long, because that's what this one is, the big long, driving the shorts out of the market. But I don't know exactly when they expire. I think it's 8 o'clock at the latest that they could expire. The other thing is exercising. How many of them are going to exercise? Foreign brokers have had the same restrictions. They all vary in restrictions. One of the big restrictions that I don't see happening on IB today, if you've got the cash to cover, you're good to go. Do you think that there's a chance that they close the whole market today? No. Because what happens? What are you going to do? You're going to close the whole market and then Monday we go back and do it again? How pissed off do you think the retailers are going to be if they out the gate drive this thing and all of a sudden the entire market's closed? Closed. We're locking it down. What do you think is going to happen Monday? That would not it that action would be insanity. Would it be suicide? It would be ballsy. It would be very, very, very ballsy. My German is a little bit not as good as it always has been. Let me see here. Yeah, this can confirm Germany's in. Okay. So that this just in, guys. Asia in, China in, Taiwan in, Germany in, UK in. If you are a U.S. hedge fund holding a short position this morning, rip. No, it's okay. I read it. It's fine. Europe reporting in. Yeah, roll call, ladies and gentlemen. Canada, we're here. Canada's here, boys. We got you. We got you. Your Dutch whole company's buying in, of course. Like, yeah. Robinhood opening in 3, ladies and gentlemen. What brokerages are holding the 2-to-1 margin rule? We don't know. We don't know. They haven't communicated it. So we like the stock. We like the stock. The stock. We like the stock. You're borrowing money now. Guys, I am gonna. This is not financial advice, but in my opinion, please do not trade on margin. Okay. Um, there's a lot of risk, a lot of inherent risk. We have seen examples of people getting their positions liquidated because they are on margin, and brokerages have the ability to do that. So be aware that if you're buying on margin and they don't feel that you have the capital to cover, or they just feel like it's that time of day and they want to liquidate positions that are in margin on this, you could get liquidated. So just be aware of that. I am not in the morning call today. No, I did message Stock Guy explaining that I felt just for this morning, the morning call is essentially going to be this list here. And everybody's aware that this is the list that we're watching. I don't think there really needs to be due diligence outside of this list today. Are there other plays that could potentially be happening? Yes, for sure, there are. Does that mean that you should be looking elsewhere. In my opinion, no. I think that this is it. SNDL a pump. SNDL is what other than CTRM is the one that they're letting you do this for. Citron has a new update. I'm not even going to watch it. Whatever he has to say today, it doesn't matter. It's a done deal. Seahorse time. Thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Let me know how you found the channel, what it is you trade. GME, you see this little fellow right here? We like it. In fact, we love this little guy. It's not such a little guy anymore. He's kind of a big boy. He's kind of a big boy. I think that we actually see Bitcoin come down throughout the afternoon. AMC's making moves. Yeah, AMC's 13.50 right now, guys. Naked $1.86. SNDL 80 cents. So Naked and AMC, I'm going to be up 30% out the gate on this. Jasper Panda brought you here. Attaboy, Jasper. Attaboy. Tell the crew, get them in here, hanging out. I'm going to be here till 11, and then we're all going to go hang out with Martini for the day. So be prepped, be ready to go. It's gonna be a wild ride today, guys. Robinhood is now open. Okay, so volume at open with Robinhood, 97 million pre-market on SNDL, guys. 97 million pre-market already before Robinhood. Oop. Yeah. So do we see a billion volume on SNDL today? Yes. Ooh, pay that gift forward. They're pretty much saying that they will stop publishing short reports. Good luck on that. If anything, I imagine that will start to be regulated. That's where they're going to go with this, is that short reports must be reported, and I think that they're going to start going around it. Naked is shooting. Yeah, Naked's 193. SNDL 81. AMC 1350. EXPR 683. Guys, the list. It's the list. And the list, she's going. It's just going to keep going. As of today, Citron will no longer be publishing short selling reports. The Citron narrative will change. Yeah, because what he's realized is you cannot short in this market. Because what you're going to do is, it's not that there's not short potential. Shugs, what's up, man? It's not that there's not short potential. It's that by announcing your short potential, you put a target on your back, and Wall Street bets will come at you. And you don't want to be a target. It's not a sound investment principle. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Citron is tapping out. Wall Street Bets is going to run like maniacs on news that Citron's tapped out. That's a win. First one down, right? Ching. One down. Let's go. Let's go. At market open, guys, I will be open. Yeah, we got one stone. We got the time stone. Okay, we're moving on. Next. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. I'm not quite sure how to say your name properly, so I feel like that could potentially be two derogatory terms locked into one, so I'm not going to say that out loud, but welcome. Let me know how you found the stream and what it is you trade. Yeah, and that's fine. For those of you that don't understand what caveat emptor means, it means buyer beware. It is buyer beware, but we already knew that. You didn't get any BlackBerry? No, I didn't get any BlackBerry. Could barely sleep today. Yeah, a lot of us are in that place. By the way, Rejects, thank you so much for the sub. Greatly appreciated. You guys have been killer on the sub front. Absolutely killer. Naked already $2. Yeah, it's over $2. Guys, when we bust through 100 million volume, which we just did on SNDL pre-market, expect this to start going, because that's their offering done. Their offering is full. So they did put out an offering yesterday, and she gonna go. She gonna go. She gonna go. Citron's done, guys. Tapped out. No more. We're on your side. That's going to be the new narrative. I'm hoping for some Nokia pump. I did exit Nokia first thing this morning to enter into SNDL. I think that the movement on SNDL is going to be greater than the movement on Nokia today, in my opinion. Citron has a 9 a.m., right? Yeah. Nick Valerie, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Let me know how you found the stream, what it is you trade. Yeah, I hear that morning call was rough. You're helping Rita with mod. I do a pretty good job. I flow pretty quick, but I am more than happy to have a couple of mods in chat. I think Smash is around. Yeah, if you're willing, that's great. I do tend to keep up pretty fast. At one point, I was front page Twitch a while back, so I got pretty used to throwing it out there. They might have to change the Friday freebie. Yeah, yeah. That. Hope you have a good stream. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rita's still asleep because she needed it. Yeah, guys, Rita needs to sleep and rest because today's going to be nutty. I don't think she's actually sleeping right now. By the way, I think that she is awake, but she's just not live on stream. She's probably prepping to go. So that's there for that. Yeah, Stocky nailed it. It's a big thing, guys. What do you think of Naked today? I like it. I like Naked today. Guys, my positions, I do full transparency. This is my US margin account that I trade. I'm not currently in margin. I am operating in cash. But as of right now, these are the holdings that I have in this. AMC, Naked, and SNDL are the three plays that I am taking off of the shopping list for the day. Those are the ones that I like. BTWN, I do have a position in BTWN, but that's a long hold, so that's going to stay where it is for now. But AMC, Naked, SNDL are my picks for today. Those are what I'm going with. Make your own decisions, do your own due diligence, but I was able to get into Naked pre-market at an excellent $1.58. SNDL, I was able to get pre-market at 80 cents. So I am fairly happy with both of those positions. Everything's on sale from yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big thing for sure. Guys, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So disclaimer, guys, I am not a financial professional. Neither is anybody that you hear on the mic here today. We are all retail traders. We are not professionals. We are not here to give you financial advice. We are here to do what we do, and if you can learn a little bit by what we do, then so be it. Fortunately, you bought the top 325 twos. Oh, average at 191. That's not going to be a terrible thing. Who knows how far it goes? These are equity positions. I am not an options trader. I am a long equity holder typically. I won't be so long on the equity today, but I am an equity trader. Nelder, thanks so much for the follow, man. Let me know how you found the channel, what it is you trade. Today is about the meme stocks. It really is. Just received a message from my broker saying that I can trade AMC and GME. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. The floodgates are open. Yeah, I muted myself briefly there. I was talking to my daughter who's kind of screaming in the other room. Okay. What else we got here? I came over here for a reason. What was it? It was to show you guys this. Here she be. Okay. So guys, the portfolio. I'm in between Montreal and Ottawa. Somewhere in there. Guys, portfolio is transparent. It's there for you with updates. You guys can go there and see how it is doing. November, December has been awesome. November, December has been awesome. Nice, Montreal, sweet. Yeah, so November, December have been amazing, guys. 38%, 34% gain on the portfolio. I do have my 4-star heading towards 5th. You can kind of just see the tip there. That is a little bit colored in, so I'm on my way to my 5th star. This is my first year trading in the market. So as a retail trader, I have gone from a 1-star investor to a 4-star investor. I'm currently crushing the crap out of most. Last year started the portfolio with 2,200 US. Currently, the value of the portfolio is 96,000 US. When this market opens today, that will be significantly higher. It'll be closer to 120 grand. So yeah, that's looking real good. Right now, guys, you'll see this is the month of January. The S&P has gained 0.14%. The best performing tip ranks has gained 5.66%. The average tip ranks portfolio has gained 6.53. And then this giant red candle here that's up 82% this month, that's a meme. So pretty crazy. Guys, I'm not going to do a marbles today for which tick we're going to watch. We're going to watch the meme stocks. That's what we're going to do. Think we should use any of this as a distraction to buy some long dividend positions? I don't. Personally, I'm not. I'm not looking. This year is about growth again for me, so dividends is not something that I'm looking to do. Mara's getting a lot of love from Bitcoin. Yeah, it probably is right now. I saw it go as high as 25, 26 pre-market. It's back down to 24. I think that Mara could come down as well, by the way. Have you passed Redemption's rating yet? Redemption cheated. He got a reverse split. That's how he's so high. He knows it. I know it. That's what matters. Stocky did a really friggin' fantastic job. AMC hold over the weekend, even with the options expiring. I don't know. I haven't made that decision, guys, yet. And one of the things that I have committed to with this is I am not going to tell you guys when I'm going to exit a position. I will just do it, and I will let you know after the fact that I've exited that position. That way, I'm not influencing you guys ahead of time. Okay, 98K with only an initial 2K. Yeah, not bad. It's been a crazy roller coaster ride of a year, and this year is looking like it's already sizing up to be better than that. We started this week with 75K in there because we had a drawdown from last week. And from that 75K, we're back up over 100 right now. So a lot of fluctuation in price, a lot of movement right now. But the target for the year is 500K. The stream definitely set that target. So 500K is the challenge. Started the year with 50,000. Current portfolio was 85,000 when last we updated this. As of the target was to take this low and slow, guys. I did build out kind of a roadmap for myself of, by February, I wanted to be at 100 grand. By April, I wanted to be at 200. By June, I wanted to be at 300. By August, I wanted to be at 400. By October, I wanted to be at 500. Given what's happening here today, I don't know how far we're going to run today on this. But given the volume and volatility in this market, there's a great opportunity, an absolutely great opportunity. For me to hit this 500,000 mark much sooner. I don't know how far we can go, but it'll be far. You've been watching investors for quite some time now and still don't know why we do the disclaimer. We do the disclaimer because there are several regulatory boards that are watching quite closely right now. And if at any point you are deemed as somebody that is giving financial advice, there can be steep fines placed against you. So I don't want to lose my attendees, is essentially where we're at. Okay. Yeah, guys, the least restricted ones are CTRM and SNDL. Those are the two least restricted. Dark Hugh, thanks so much for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Let me know how you found the stream, what it is you trade. AMC is heavily shorted, so it'll be more active. Yeah, that's a possible theory on it. Looks like Naked is getting the money right now instead of SNDL. Just wait, just wait. People saw the offering from SNDL, which is what's happening, but once we break through that 100 million, that's going to be there. That advice is in Canadian regulations as well. That's everywhere. That's everywhere. Last thing I want is IROC knocking on my door saying, "Are you giving people financial advice publicly?" I am not. I am in no way giving you guys financial advice. I do this publicly so people can learn my thought process and do whatever they want with it. It's as much about entertainment and education, showing you how I go about making my decisions, not that you should be making my decisions. So hopefully that's a very clear thing. This is for educational purposes. Your portfolio's been getting slaughtered this week. I am sorry to hear that, Mochi. No, how can I trade US stock when I'm not even a US citizen? Any bank in Canada you can go to and say I would like to trade US margin, and you will be available to trade, or you will be able to trade US equities. It's really simple to set up. Solomir, thank you so much for following, man. Good to see you back. Good to see you following. Considering IPOE SoFi on this movement, this could be a beneficiary of the Robinhood exodus. Definitely, it could be. It could be a big play. For me, I personally am looking for probably something closer to IPOF. IPOF is got a lot of opportunity, in my opinion, on it. If you don't give financial advice, can I please have some relationship advice instead? Yeah, don't use your wedding savings on DeGen YOLOs. BlackBerry up 20%, awesome. Light bulb manufacturer, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Let me know how you found the channel, what it is you trade. Millennium Motivator, what's the short float as of today on GME? We're having a hard time finding an accurate number on that. Finviz is one that we have been using. It doesn't update regularly though, so it makes it kind of difficult. Are you using TFSA for this? No, I don't. I'm fairly certain you can't get margin within a TFSA. So I have a US margin account. I do make TFSA transfers and RDSP transfers throughout the year. So so what we got here, guys, is a short float. I'm not seeing. Let's clear unusual volume. Okay. So as of today, it's saying GME 121, but I don't know when this last updated, so that may not be accurate. If you're traded or looking at Nokia, I exited Nokia pre-market to get somewhere else. Naked is at 75% short. Yeah, it's a 75% short float, which means that it's probably going to see a lot of love today. They did, but there wasn't enough volume for them to actually cover. There's no way that they actually covered their positions. They are still holding shorts. Solamir, I can always transfer over my gains to TSFA. The TFSA, sorry. And also I have the registered disability saving plan because of my PTSD. So I have that option as well, which is a tax-free retirement savings plan where the government matches $3,000 of contributions a year. So between the two of those, I can tax-free pocket away 150 grand a year on top of the one-time 250K capital gains allowance in Canada. So if I go 500K this year, I will be able to tuck away 250K on that. Were you in the army? No, my PTSD is civilian PTSD. My PTSD, I had a daughter pass away, and my wife almost died on me. So that's where that PTSD comes from. Meta World Peace, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Same thing, PR Matador 777. Yeah, but my contribution limit is quite high with 8 kids, with 8 dependents. My contribution limit is wicked high. I appreciate the story, guys. But honestly, I wouldn't be where I am today without those challenges. So um, they made me the man I am today. Can you post the short float link? Yes, I can. This. How do we figure out when these shorts expire? I have no idea, guys. So shorts don't expire, just to be clear. And there's a lot of confusion around that. That shorts and puts are not the same thing. Puts have expiry. Okay, puts have an expiry. Shorts are an equity position. They can hold the short as long as they want. They just got to pay the interest on it. Will 5 a.m. DD streamer be back around March? My semester starts in March, so I have time to watch then. I don't think so, guys. I just don't think so. Let's pretend he's agreed. What is the option play on AMC today? No idea. I'm not going anywhere near it on options. I'm playing it equity, pure equity. AMC still have shorts. They are no longer on this top 10 list. They are 42% float. So AMC has a much lower short interest. They also did drop an offering yesterday of 40 million. So good morning, everybody. Welcome. If you're new to the stream, make sure that you're following. If you're not new to the stream, welcome back. Have we had any stops? Not that I know of. We do have 10 minutes till the market opens here, guys. So it's going to be pretty crazy. Day trading and trading are two different things. I can move positions whenever I want. They look out if you're making a lot of trades in your TFSA every single day. Yeah, for me, I just make the trades all year, and then at the end of the year, I will put the gains into TFSA, and that works the same way for me. Is AMC still a buy? That's all on opinion. It depends on what you think the short squeeze is going to do here. Jonos XYZ, thanks for the follow, man. Let me know how you found the channel, what it is you trade. Actually, Jonos, you've been around for a while. I can't believe you weren't followed yet. I've seen you around. Maybe I saw you in Martini stream. Maybe that's what it was. We won't see the hype like GME for AMC next week. I don't know. I don't know. Body is ready. My body's not. I'm not. I don't know that you can be prepared for this. Achy Breaky, thanks for the follow, man. Let me know how you found the stream, what it is you trade. Big news for Mission Ready Solutions today. That's happening today as well, guys. The Mission Ready, so MRS for you Canadians, MSNVF for you Americans. They have their appeals case today being heard, which could be huge for MRS. So we'll see what that does. Everything was a buy yesterday. It could be today as well. Moving the gains into TFSA doesn't make you not liable for the tax, or did I misunderstand what you said? What it does is it allows me to have that deducted at year end. Because I have such a large allowance inside TFSA contributions, that is tax-free earnables. So I can take that TFSA and see what my max donation to it is that's non-taxable, which is last year it was 75K. And so I can make that 75K. I really appreciate that, man. Coming over from Twitter, I do appreciate that. You guys hop in platforms like that. That's a good reminder, actually. I should have the Restream chat open um, for all you folks that are watching over on LinkedIn or YouTube or whatever, Twitter today, Facebook. Okay, so I'll open that up, and now I'll be able to see everybody talking from every channel. For the short squeeze in AMC, would that be in the morning or throughout the day? I honestly can't tell you guys how this is going to move, what people are going to do. Loving the BTNB price point for my AMC gains. That would be a really solid play. Naked can run today, can run for sure, especially seeing as Naked has moved up the board to 75%. At low cost and high short float, it's got a real potential to be a massive runner. I think with smaller short float compared to how GME was, retailers would need to cause the stock to soar in a quicker way. Understand that though, the Wall Street Bets in many ways is probably going to look to move from one to the next, to the next, to the next. Yeah, Capel, I'll do the same thing that I'd always planned to do with this, which is hand over the gains to an accountant at the end of the year. Sleep is for mere mortals. Agreed. Agreed. Who needs sleep when you can be in the market at 4 a.m., which was awesome this morning, guys. Huge shout out to all of you guys that were in the Discord hanging out at 4 a.m. with me. Got a good solid 6 hours of sleep from 10 to 4. I guess it was 11 to 4, so not quite 6 hours of sleep, but I'm ready to roll, fueled up, ready to go. Where are we here? 9 minutes out. It was. It was very, very nice of Robinhood to create a shopping list today for everybody. They really simplified the market. They did the DD in many ways for you today. Um, how is someone getting in at 4 a.m.? I'm up at 4 a.m. to see the volume, and then I can actually enter on my broker at 4:30. So expect Doji to run again. I think that you see them move into a whole bunch of stuff that's not on this list, but for now, this is the focus. Am I in GME? I am not in GME. Hoping Mara comes back down. I think we do see people take some Bitcoin gains and move it into these plays as we start to see movement out the gate. Let's open back up the platform here and watch what the volume is doing. So SNDL broke 100 million already, guys, pre-market. AMC 56 million, Naked 58 million, Nokia 42 million. So these are the big runners early out the gate here. There is volume on GME, there is volume on Mara, there is volume on EXPR and BlackBerry. So that's there. But the reality is, guys, these are the big players out the gate as far as volume goes. My holdings, guys, so everybody can see I am being transparent. I do disclose my positions. This is not me telling you that these are positions I think you should be in. These are just positions that I am in personally. Can you check volume on BBBY real quick for you? Yeah. I thought I had that on here. Yeah, there it is. Sub a million. Not really flying. AMC to sell shares. Yeah, they did an offering for 100 million, but we're already over 100 million volume, so I'm not really sweating it.
I'm reading this reg show correctly because it's saying that about 219 million on AMC as the short, like total short volume. If that's actually how much they're short, this thing could be almost bigger or as big as GameStop.
Well, that wouldn't hurt.
I mean, like I would take it if it runs up to $400, but like holy shit.
It is kind of cool that the employees of AMC and GME can have a little confidence that their business will survive the year. Olympians, I don't have plans on exit, guys. So I want to be very, very clear, okay? I do not have plans for an exit. If I am planning to exit, I will do so. And after I've done it, I'll let you guys know. I'm not going to let you know ahead of time. Predictions on AMC today over on YouTube. Big Shank, I see you, man. I see you. My predictions on AMC today are it's already up, and I think it's going to keep going. That's kind of where I'm at on that. I don't see anything to stop it, to pull it down, to drag it. I do have a 944 average on it, guys. I really like it. Ooh, it says subscriptions. Redemption was not subbed. He is now. There it is. Hope everyone doesn't just ride and die. I don't think it's going to be a ride and die. I don't. I really don't think it's going to be a ride and die.
The only thing dying is my Discord right now because everything's lagging so hardly.
It does look, as the gates open on the open market, that all of these will halt, guys. Expect it. Right now, naked, I got a 158 average on it. It's up to 222. So I'm getting real damn close to this just popping and me doubling, which would be another 27 grand that I make today. 944, if this hits 20 on AMC, that's another 28 grand there. SNDL, I got in at 80. Who knows if it goes to $1.60, but if it does, it's another 13 grand there. So all in all, it is possible using Cash App. Honestly, you got to do your own due diligence, guys, but this shopping list that Robinhood provided is an excellent list as an initial resource if you're looking for some potential plays. Do your own due diligence, though. Dive a little deeper, understand why you're taking those, but that's there. So, guys, there is a huge opportunity for this account to go from 70,000 when we started the week to 150,000 when we finish the week. So I may actually double the portfolio size in a week. That's the other advantage of being Canadian, guys. We don't have PDT. Can I pop a link to that in there? Yeah, I can do that. Do you know what days to cover is? Guys, the shorts can hold as long as they can afford to pay the interest on their position. So it's not like, oh, well, the shorts have to get out in 2 days or a week or a month. That's not how that works. It's an equity short. So they can hold it as long as they can afford to pay the interest on it. I'm so grateful for Canada not having PDT. What's PDT? Pattern day trader. It's something that they have in the States that restricts you from a certain amount of trades in a single 24-hour window. Citron did tweak, guys. They are no longer in the short game. They are done. They've recognized. I actually don't think that they're done. I just think that they won't be doing public reports like they've been doing. They won't actively promote their short positions. Do you care at all about SpaceX? Not today. I don't. I Yeah, they won't disclose their short positions, and they won't advocate for them publicly like they have been, because they know that that's putting a bullseye on their position. And Wall Street Bets, by them antagonizing Wall Street Bets, they really put their firm at risk, which was negligent on the part of Andrew Left. But now he's figured it out. Okay, we're done the short game. You win, and hopefully that gets them off the radar. What would happen to the price if all the institutions got out? I think it would still go up. You're saying if they cover their shorts destructive war, the price will go up, because in order to cover those shorts, they have to buy at the ask. SNDL is seeing volume. Yeah, 83 cents now. Slap that ask. Slap that ask. By the way, guys, if you're ever bored, today's not going to be boring, I know, but if you are ever bored, we do have that ability, guys. Bah, bah, bah. Slap that ask. Slap That Ass podcast is there for you guys. That's the latest one that we have. Tipald, thanks for the follow, man. Let me know how you found the stream, what it is you trade. US SEC says, we'll closely review actions taken by regulated entities that may disadvantage investors or inhibit their ability to trade certain securities. Awesome. Good. Good. Now, them saying that they're going to investigate doesn't mean that they're going to take action, but regardless, good. It's a start, at least. Trading 212 closed registration. You know anyone who hasn't used it? There are some Europeans around that do use 212. I'm not familiar with the platform. Guys, I'm going to go grab water and take a piss real quick before the market opens here. So I will be right back. I'll leave you guys with the watch list. You guys can see what's going on. We do want to be able to see the options chain, so I will move this camera a little bit. I will be right back. What do you make of the people saying the broker's not letting people trade the meme stocks? Is actually about not being able to draw enough capital to execute them. I think there is something to that. We did see that yesterday when we're looking at that. There are some of these that do not have the capital to cover the collateral requirement from the clearing. So that's kind of there, and that's a real thing. But irregardless, there are better ways to go about it than just not communicating that to traders. I gotta go. I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Not loud yet, but thanks, Blader. Thanks for the sub. Market's open.
Oh, my water.
Oh, come on, AMC. Pop. Yes! Come on, pop that guy 15. Yes! Okay, he's out.
Okay, let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Open up the 6 sheet. Let's get all of these tickers in here and ready to go. We've got GME there. We're going to want Naked. We're going to want SNDL. We're going to want GME's there. We're going to want AMC. We're going to want what is this? Canadian AMC? No, thank you. We're going to want Mara here. I want to keep an
AMC about to pop 16.
eye on that today. 1 day, 1 minute, 3 months, 1 day, go 2 days. Okay, GME touch 400, guys. We've got SNDL sitting at 84, Naked 213, AMC 1545, Mara 23 and falling. So what I had suspected was going to happen does look like it is happening on Bitcoin, guys. We are seeing people move money out of this and into these. Which gives me a phenomenal opportunity to buy the dip on Mara. I hope it comes down to 22. I really, really do. Hey, Exiled. Are you there? Did you go for coffee? Did you go to sleep? Not there. Okay, cool. Got into SNDL for today while at sell on AMC. Yeah, it's gonna bounce, guys. It's gonna bounce around. It's gonna bounce around. There's gonna be crazy volatility. It's gonna move like a maniac. Okay, so don't sweat it. Shall we open up the holdings? I was down 11 grand at the end of the day yesterday. I'm currently up 25,000 on the day. Yeah. Later, try and take it easy, man. Stay safe. Later. eToro crash. I imagine we're going to see eToro crash. We're going to see Robinhood crash. No halt yet. Oh, there we go. GME halted. EXPR halted. SNDL 83, Naked 191, AMC 14. So a little bit of profit taking out the gate, but I think the downward pressure on these is not going to last. Okay, don't expect it to last. I don't think it's going to stick around. I think you're going to be just Gucci throughout the day on this, guys. Typically, we see 10-15, a bit of a buy up out on the outside with this. So there is a huge opportunity there. I think it's going to be very, very good. Very excited. Bolange, thank you for the follow. Let me know how you found the stream, what it is you trade. To all you guys out there, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, anybody that's watching, shout out to you. I am watching for your questions or whatever you have to contribute on Restream. So Sundial still at 80. So not a massive movement on it. I am going to hold where it is though. Only half your positions have loaded. Yeah, that was one of the problems that I had yesterday as well. What the heck? Where is my? Oh, it's down here. Okay, cool. I was like, what is going on? I thought that they had liquidated SNDL, but they did not. It's still there. I'm good. Ooh, you bought your first option contract ever this week. Congrats, man. How did it feel? How did it feel?
AMC halted.
AMC is halted, guys. Whenever you see the little red H, that little red H denotes that we are on pause. That was probably a downward momentum, I imagine, given where
Yep.
we are? Yeah.
Yep.
So, guys, these downward movements in price are expected because there are people getting out of the way. Okay, they're selling. We're going to take our profit. We're going to go. Okay. So AMC, EXPR, GME halted. If you guys don't know this, this is a tool that you should be aware of as investors, retail traders, whatever you want to call yourself. Head over to your Google, type in NASDAQ halts. Okay. What's going to happen is you're going to see this sweet little NASDAQ trader list pop up here. You can go in here. You got some cannabis money. Yeah. It's not about weak hands, guys. Let's say I am somebody with a student loan. Okay, I've got a massive pile of debt. I've got my student loan. I know I'm not going to be able to pay it off. I'm looking at my portfolio and I see that I've got 80 grand, 100 grand in my portfolio right now off of this insane growth, and you take profits. Isn't AMC on NYSE? It doesn't matter. It says the market and it says the halt. So NYSE, AMC halted. So these are the halts so far today, guys. You've got GME, you've got costs, you've got EXPR, you've got that TIRX thing is there again, redemption. And you got AMC. So these halts, guys, come in. These names here, this T12 that you got on Sinovac Biotech. This is the Chinese vaccine for COVID. This has been halted since 2019. The rest of these guys are volatility halts. M and LUDP are designations for volatility. That means that there's a massive movement up or down. Wall Street Bets is down. Server, I think. Yeah, probably Reddit is struggling to keep up. I would imagine that's true. Okay. SNDL has dipped to 78 cents. So again, guys, this is nothing that I'm overly surprised about. I expected this downward movement out the gate. Okay. Okay. Is it floating? It's open. It's sitting out there at 79. Hmm. Hopefully that gets filled quick. Especially now that it's 77. Weibo is a highly shorted stock. There is a good opportunity that we see Weibo get a short squeeze at some point as well. Bitcoin down 10% since open. That's expected. I did expect to see that, guys. We talked about that pre-market, that there would be an opportunity there on that. SNDL, I'm having a hard time understanding why this is not filling. The bid is 76. My ask is... Wait, am I doing this wrong? No. Yeah. I am willing. The ask on SNDL is 77, and I'm willing to pay 79, and I couldn't get filled. Okay, cool.
GME on the verge of being halted again, or never mind.
It's halted. Yeah.
It was on the verge, but it stopped.
Okay, so I did get another 4,000 shares. It's just not populating yet. Is that right? 17,000, 4,000 filled. Okay, so I'm going to see, I DCA'd here on SNDL, guys. I do think that there is a huge opportunity here. This is simply not updated, which is part of the problem. So
AMC coming out of halt in about 20 seconds. Ten seconds.
guys, SPY is declining because big money is moving out while retailers are moving in. Why am I buying more SNDL now? Because it's a dip. I'm DCAing and the price is below where my entry is. So I'm taking the average cost of my position further down, which stands to make me greater gains moving up. Just because there's downward price movement on SNDL does not mean in any way that I think that this is not going to run. With 195 million volume on this thing, I think we just see it go. Whether that happens right now or not. If you want to look at the 2-day on SNDL, let's go 2 days. You'll see that yesterday, it's a 1-day chart. So let's go 2 days at the minute. So you'll see yesterday, guys, SNDL did the same thing yesterday. It creeped down to about 90 or 88, and then it shot to 130. This is around 945, 950. And then you saw downward pressure throughout the day as retailers were locked out. And then towards the end of the day, as Webull opened up, this drove back to 90. So I'm not overly concerned. This is profit taking happening on SNDL, but I do think that I see a bounce back on it later today. So I'm happy to hold that and leave it where it is. I am sorting by volume on the watch list, guys. Mara's back down to 22. Yep. Everyone's selling off the SPY. Yeah, so that's the other thing you need to consider here, guys, is the majority of these tickers are not actually in the SPY, right? They're not in the S&P. So if all the money is exiting out of things like Apple and Microsoft and Google to get into these plays, you are going to see the S&P decline as a result of that. Okay. Tell me I
AMC.
didn't buy this. Okay.
In your
Order
Canadian account?
status. No, this is the weirdest thing. Okay, so I have my initial $17,000 purchase order, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I took an additional 4,000. Both of them are filled, yeah. So
Yeah.
this should, when I go to my US margin, say 21,000 SNDL. 17,000 at the moment.
I want to say restart your platform because if
That's a good
if
idea.
you're basically because like the worst possible thing is that you're over leveraged in, or you're over buy oversell and stuff.
SPY. The SPY is the S&P 500. It's an ETF. Sorry, I should say SPY is an ETF that's meant to mirror the S&P 500, which is a collection of stocks as decided by Standard & Poor, which is a professional evaluation firm. How do you feel about AAL? It's dropping down to 17, but it was 18. AAL is not one that I was particularly a big fan of. I don't like airlines this year at all. So SPY put's paid out. That would have been a smart play into this, actually. A SPY put. Yeah, it's still not updating.
Problem is, if you call TD, you're going to be put in a backlog right now.
Yeah, there's no point calling TD because they're not going to do a damn thing for me. The issue is when I look to exit SNDL, I guess I have later in the day, so I don't need to sweat it right now. I'll worry about that when I get to it. All right, Mara down, AMC floating 14, SNDL floating 77, Naked $1.90, GME 335, BTWN 1345. So BTWN is coming down as well. Rinhammer, thank you so much for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Let me know how you found the channel. Same thing with you, Tim Mobile. Let me know how you found the channel, what it is you trade. Greatly appreciate all the support you guys have been giving. It has been absolutely amazing. Guys, understand that I do suspect that we are going to see that initial drop like we do every single day where people take profit. This is TD Canada Trust, guys. So if you're a Canadian, this is your TD Advanced Dashboard. So you probably haven't seen this before if you're an American. This is a Canadian brokerage. So, yeah.
Oh my god. I think Goldman's buy. This is just a theory, but I think Goldman's buying AMC right now.
No.
I just saw 1 million shares at 1330, and I saw Goldman's flag at just below that.
Oh, RC back with that cheer. Thank you so much, man. You and Abaz are just funding the beer fund like crazy, brother. Crazy. Guys, anything that you hear on mic is not confirmed. It is not financial advice. We cannot confirm that Goldman is making a position in the AMC. We can't confirm that. Okay? That's us trying to read as best as we possibly can with the information that we have. So don't be like, oh, Goldman's getting it. See, we can't confirm that with all certainty. Okay?
They could just be there for like the day or whatever. We don't know what their actual plans are. They could just be there to bully the stock.
Yeah. Actually, this is a relatively calm first 15 minutes here. I was expecting to see a larger dip on a lot of these. So that has not happened is very, very interesting.
It's because they can't. Uptick rule. They can't ignore it today. They can't ignore it today.
That's, well, I mean, they can't ignore it.
They can, but you know, all the eyes are very all like the world's literally scrutinizing them right now.
Yeah, institutions are puckered. Can confirm. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Sean. Yeah, guys, there was a U.S. senator that came out yesterday saying that she feels that the fires in California are being started by a Jewish death laser from space. That's not true. That I actually have to clarify that that's not true is pretty crazy. Yeah, I was saying that IB is still blocking her from buying AMC.
It wasn't this morning, especially pre-market.
Marjorie Green.
You should be able to buy AMC shares on.
Oh, it's a House rep. Brokers. My apologies. It's a House rep, not a senator. Okay. Where are we here? Naked, $1.84. So there's some more of that downward movement I was expecting. I wasn't going to be surprised if Naked came down to 175. I just wasn't. SNDL coming back up, 78, kind of sideways right here. There's a lot of volume, okay? Metafam, thank you so much for the follow, man. Let me know how you found me, what it is you trade. If Goldman bought AMC, I'm a pop off. It's gonna pop off. I mean, 1380. It's not rocketing into 10 a.m. guys. We're gonna have a better feel of how hard this is gonna go. Okay, why such a Mara sell off? Because people are exiting their positions on Mara to move the capital into these plays, into these tickers. Let's go to the watch list, see if we have any halts on deck. Nothing right now. SPY is not looking healthy, though, guys. 374.14. Yoda! What company is Goldman? Goldman Sachs. They're one of the big boys in the world. Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs. These are companies that you normally see being fairly large investment firms that like to throw their weight around.
Second only to Wall Street Bets.
Hey,
They also
Exiled.
like pocket-
Hello.
That how about that insight into what Mara was going to do on the Open? Huh?
Called it perfectly. I noticed Sundial doing what you said too.
Sundial's going to be so beautiful. It really, really is. Guys, the reason why I'm excited. I know a lot of you are like, oh, but it's down right now. Why are you so excited? If you've ever been to the racetrack, you know, right before the race is about to go, and you're hearing the cars rev their engine, right, like that, and then you hear that light with the bell going, dun, dun, dun. We are right before that final dun, and when that hits, buckle up. It's gonna be a wild ride. Nokia popping off 511. AMC popping off. Let's sort this by... I'll go back to volume in a second, guys. GME is up 75%. AMC's up 55%. COS is up 50%. EXPR up 40. Naked 32. IPOE 21. NGTI up 16% today. BlackBerry up 12. Mara up 11. Can you post a news article? You can. Guys, if you ever post a link and it DMCAs me or it's inappropriate in any way, I remove that ability for you to ever do that again. So, Crimson, I'm not saying that's going to be you. I just want that as a general understanding. With 270 people in here, there's going to be some new names for sure. And if you drop a link in here that doesn't belong here, it's a great way to get a ban hammer or a timeout. Okay, so cool. Let's keep going. Look at the SPY. Stop. Stop! It's already dead!
AMC 125 million in volume on the day. So if this is their offering, what was their offering price, or did it
40
not specify?
million. 40 million at 14? 13.
If this thing, well, if it's 13 and we maintain above this price, that's like they're definitely gonna get in, but I would be
Okay,
more
guys.
comfortable if we were above.
You want a feel-good story? Here we go. This is why this is a good thing that's happening, okay? San Antonio 10-year-old cashes in on GameStop stocks she was gifted 2 years ago. She unwrapped GameStop shares his mom gifted him for Kwanzaa 2 years ago. Neither mom nor son expected to eventually be in the middle of a stock surge. Stock talks this week are centering on small investors, but Jane might be the smallest and youngest. I would argue against that. Stovey's kid's 9. He became a GameStop shareholder December 30th, 2019 when he was 8. Reddit users combined stock prices, blah, blah, blah. I want to know what he has it at. I mean, the kid made $3,200 at 11, and that's the start. So, guys, he's taking some out and putting aside for school into a savings account, and he's leaving 1,000 in there to invest more. I mean, you know what this means, right? A 10-year-old getting a financial education on how the market works and how to effectively control your funds and budget and etc. Wow, what an awful thing Wall Street Bets has done here. What will they do next? Support a charity, perhaps? Like, come on. Get out of here that Wall Street Bets and retailers are the bad guys on this. Nobody is going to buy that narrative. Nobody. You're down 500. On the day, I was down 11,000 before the market opened. I am currently up 20 grand on the day. Well, it's unrealized of 11 grand. So let's call it 11 grand. Don't they know that we like the stock? They may know, but they may be also unaware of how much we like the stock. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? The financial version? Have fifth graders go up against CEOs? That's not a bad idea. I'd watch it. You've taken a naked short, and your position is quickly moving against you due to volatility and you being an asshole. What do you do? Do you double down or do you exit your position responsibly? Let's go to Melvin. Hey, Melvin, what do you think? I think I would double down in this instance. That's the wrong answer, Melvin. You're a fucking idiot. You do not get to pass go. Do not collect $200, and your fund is gone. May you ever reap the terribleness of who you are, and you are now relegated forever to the world of academia, teaching people how they should manage their hedge fund. Go with God, my son. Go with God. It's called averaging down. Anybody that averages down into a naked short in the amount of billions, knowing that there is volatility at the yin yang with upward price movement, and you've got a target on your back with a large mob demanding blood, that you took your fund and doubled down is in no way proper risk management. Actually, it's just plain insanity. That's called a hedge. Reddit made Wall Street Bets the subreddit of the day. Oh no. Not like this. they they gave them more attention. Am I going to hold my positions over the weekend? So one of the things, guys, that I don't do is I don't tell you guys when I'm going to enter or exit, which I know drives a lot of you longtime watchers in the chat a little bit nutty. It's like, what? You exited? Really? But the reality is, guys, nobody likes to be front run. At the same time, I don't want to influence your trades by me saying, oh, I'm going to get out by the end of the day, or I'm going to hold over the weekend. So if I told you what my plan was, that would influence you even subconsciously as far as your decision making. So I don't let you know what I'm going to do until I've done it, but I do let you guys know once I've made the play. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's just me trying to be fair and equitable to everybody and not influence your decision making in any way. DJY is climbing again as something happened. Not that I know. They may have cleared their offering. I believe they did drop an offering. So if DJY is climbing, it's probably on that. Now they're not climbing much. They're 279. They're up 2% on the day. AG's looking nice. Silver, yeah. Silver's up 12. It's a race for the top, boys. Oh, there you go. SNDL updated. Yeah, so I'm up 18 grand today. Not a bad start.
Oh, you finally got these shares for SNDL?
Yeah. Up 18 grand on the day. I'll take that. Is it a 1-to-1 conversion? Yeah. Yeah, Carb Daddy. I don't know about warrants and units. You'll have to look into that if you are in warrants or units, but stock, it's 1-to-1. What do you think will happen next week with the overall stock market? I have no idea, man. Actually, Rich Mahogany, I love that name, by the way. Rich Mahogany, anybody that tells you they know what's going to happen in this market in the next 15 minutes, hour, half hour, day, week, month, they're lying. Nobody knows, which is why institutions are losing their mind at the moment. Absolutely losing their mind, because there is no TA that you can use. There is no long-standing fundamental analysis of underlying equities that's going to help you understand what is going on here. Not equities, assets, underlying assets on an equity that's going to help you ascertain price movement on these stocks. Nobody knows. Big question. Been missing for a while. ACRX, what's your position on it still? I am still bullish on ACRX. I did exit for a profit on it. I am still bullish on it. I had hoped that it would come back down sub 2. So I'm kind of holding my breath, hoping that it does that. I do like ACRX still, but it is a longer term hold. And with the growth objective that I have to take this account from 50K to 500K this year, I can't be sitting on stocks for 10 months getting a 30-cent price movement. I can't do it. Plaid, I'll do one more just in case you weren't here. I don't tell people whether I'm holding over the weekend or not. I might not. I'll let you know when I do make the trade, though. People are buying the wrong stock, TRX, due to a billionaire tweeting he's buying GME. Interesting. I like to imagine research docs at institutions just linking WSB posts at this point. They are watching it. There will be courses written on what happened. History courses, economy courses, finance courses, psychology courses, sociology courses are going to be written about what's happening here today. So why do hedge funds short when stocks only go up? Because not all stocks do go up. Here, I'll show you. Let's go to the scanners. Achy Breaky with that sub. You could drop that Prime sub on anybody. You dropped it here. Thank you so much, man. It is so greatly appreciated. Thank you. This is TD's advanced dashboard. So if you're in Canada, this is what you get. Do you want a link to that tweet? No, I'm good. I get the gist of it. Going on a study run later. Catch you in a bit. Okay, guys, you want to see... So, stonks only go up. Tell that to these tickers. This guy's down 43.5%, 43%, 41. This one's halted at 43% down. There's all kinds of stocks here, guys, that are obliterating themselves off the face of the planet. So, strong downward volume on SNDL. It just means it's looking like a buy the dip. It's down 11%. Again, let's go 5 days. Okay, so guys, SNDL yesterday, retailers had it up and then they get locked out and this thing fell. Okay, the day before that, what did we have happen? Oh, look at the gate. There's downward movement and then not a lot for SNDL until holy shit, it's 1 o'clock, and then it comes down again. And then overnight, I'm not going anywhere on this. I'm not going anywhere for now anyway on SNDL. TRX is up 137% and halted. Naked is going wild. Yeah, it's up 25%. Not too shabby. AMC up 43. Really liking what I'm seeing across the board here, guys. Do I bet on sports? I do not. Why bet on sports? I'm a swing trader. Does TD Bank have something like in US? There is Thinkorswim in the US, which is similar but different. Did you sell AMC? I did not. Are you more of an investor or a trader? Trader. Yeah, I'm more of a trader. I started this as a hypothetical what if. I wonder if this could work with $2,200 in January last year. Currently, the portfolio has grown to over 100 grand US, and that's off of trading. I could not in good conscience say that I'm an investment guy. Risk management is a part of it for sure. Okay, MRS guys, they have their court case today, so I'm waiting with anticipation to hear that ADS are still scumbags and that this will go to $1.50, $2. I'll triple up and make 10 grand on this as well today. That would be really, really nice. I'd be a big fan of that. What are fees associated with TD? You're in Ontario. I get 7 cents a trade or $7 a trade, down from 10. When you first open your portfolio, it'll be $10 a trade or $9.99 a trade. And then after that, as you take more and more trades, obviously you pay more commissions and they take the price down for you. So without asking, just because of the volume of trading that I do, they took it from $9.99 to $7. So Connor, yeah, 2K to 100,000. Those are atypical results, guys. Do not expect to see results like that. Teach me, senpai. I'm trying, man. It's tanking again. Which one is it? Naked? It's 167. I've got a 158 average. I'm not overly concerned. These are the games we play today, guys. These are the games we play. What I have found over the last week, and not the last week, over the last long year, is knee-jerk reactions to things are not going to go well. Know your trade. Make your strategy. Take your position. Don't let the hype and the excitement and everything that's going on get to your head. When you go to make a trade, you do so calmly and logically. Okay. You're in GTE. Cool. Hey, so I wanted to ask about growing an account from 2,200. That is nuts. Wanted to ask if you had any prior education in this field. No, I am a high school dropout, Nick. I had no formal education in this. AMC is taking a nap. Volume on GME is drying up. Hope you guys studied Tilray. Yeah, drying up. We'll see. 10-15 is usually when we see that second wave come in here. Market makers set a day to rethink their methods. Yeah, we'll see what happens. What about instincts? I have instincts, but I allow my instincts to be balanced by my logic. I'm not going to just go immediately off of my instincts. I do have some consideration for what I think. Whether you hold or not, that's up to you. But stay calm no matter what you do, because if you do a knee-jerk reaction, guys, and make a play just off of all of a sudden you're scared because you saw a red candle on the minute. Oftentimes that's going to hurt you more than it helps you. Okay, so know your positions, know what you're doing, be confident in them, and you make your decisions one way or the other. Okay, but do so in a calm, organized manner. Okay. Marin Bitcoin holding. How did you get started at 2,200? I got started really low and slow and worked my way up. Like I'm not sweating the downward movement on SNDL because, guys, the portfolio is up 15% on the day, right? Yeah, there's losses here. BTWN is currently at a loss of 3,500. But again, I'm not really sweating BTWN. It's Richard Lee and Peter Thiel. I'm not going anywhere on that. Equity, purely equity. I don't really do options. I do have an options portfolio, but it's a bit of a meme. It was $500 when I got started. It's 3,000 right now. It's not really huge. TRX halted again. All right. I'm gonna head over to Twitter and see what's happening over there. I am not in BTNB. I am looking forward to getting into that. What monitoring software am I using? That's TD Canada Trust software. Qualimbeat, thanks so much for following, man. Much appreciate it. iPod next? Yeah. What's the news
And
on the SNDL? SNDL's news. What's life? What? Where? Who? Batman Nate Dog, thanks for the follow, man. Greatly appreciate it. Let me know how you found the stream, what it is you trade. Low volume on this opening. Retail can't market smash on their bad brokers. Yeah, guys, remember there are still restrictions on Robinhood, right? There was only so many shares that they were allowed to buy. We actually saw that on the Robinhood blog here. They have restricted the amount of new positions that you can open in any of these tickers. So understand that while retail traders are entering, in many cases like GME, I imagine that those 5 shares got bought up pretty quick. SNDL 1200 shares, CTRM 1650. So if you're on Fidelity, phenomenal, because the restrictions there are as long as you got the cash, you can buy it, you can play it. So that's kind of cool. But there are restrictions, guys, on what you can buy on Robinhood today. The options contracts, however, are open. They're fair game. Yeah, you can only increase your position by 5 on GME. So the GME has 13 million volume right now on that restriction is kind of crazy.
see, it's lines like this that actually are pretty cool. It says instead of the shares languished for most last year, the company, this is AMC, scrambled to raise cash staved off of bankruptcy. On Monday, CEO Adam Aaron said AMC had raised some 917 million since December, taking the idea of bankruptcy off the table. And he said, "quote Today the sun is shining on AMC."
Yeah, so they found debt to help extend the lifeline, right? But what's happening now is these offerings are making it so that they can actually pay off that debt. What would be really, really exciting is if you got the announcement from AMC that they're going to do a share buyback. The Robinhood article looks like a good balanced portfolio. Yeah,
Now
right.
they wouldn't do it right now. They would be they would kill
The momentum right now. Yeah. I'm
yeah.
talking after this dies down, right? What happens when people start executing contracts? We don't know. We don't know because we don't know how many people are actually capable of executing the contracts, or if in Power Hour we just see people liquidate on the options chains. So we don't know.
The IV on all this is so jacked to the tits. It's like 760 to 800 to 900.
Yeah, guys. Naked is now up over 200 million volume. SNDL up over 300 million volume. AMC is up over 164 million volume. It's pretty crazy. When will the EU start trading? I imagine a lot of the EU is already here. We've been talking with the EU guys all morning that we're planning on being around. Do you think SLV is a good play now? Honestly, if it's not on that list, I'm not looking at it today. And I'm not trying to be a dick about that. I understand that there are other people watching other plays. I'm even in plays that are outside this list. MRS is one that I should be watching and looking at the feed for their court case updates, but I'm not, because this market moves so fast, so heavy in one direction or another with this much volume and volatility, that this is kind of where I need to be as a responsible trader, is watching these, especially with like 50 grand on the table in these degen plays. Actually, it might be more than that. Yeah, it's more than that. It's like $75,000 that I've got in these degen plays. So, but I mean, I'm not complaining about the 20% on the day. Belange with that Prime sub. Thank you so much, man. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. You just followed today. You're new here. You rock, man. Thank you so much for that. Karaoke's up 2%. Yeah. My best degen play this week is probably AMC that I played earlier this week. Look at that AMC volume. It's going. Swamper 101. Thanks for the follow, man. Let me know how you found the channel, what it is you trade. Guys, remember, I do trade every morning, 9 a.m. till 11. So as we get to 11 o'clock, we are going to go hang out with Martini Rita. I will be in the voice chat with her. I don't do this live on camera thing all day because I've got 8 kids running around the house, and for me to keep 8 kids quiet for more than 2 hours a day would be insanity. So look at that AMC volume. Let's go, shall we? Let's take a look at that AMC volume. Does that say 165 million shares? Yep, it does. Yep. Now, this is diminishing volume. So expect there to be that, like, we're coming up on 10:15. Wait, you really have 8 kids? I really have 8 kids. My main trading hours? No, I trade all day. I trade all day. I just can't be live on camera because my wife has to herd cats downstairs trying to keep them quiet so that I can stream. Right. So after 11 o'clock, I go hang out with Martini. 300 million volume on SNDL. Yeah, that's typical. SNDL did a billion 2 days ago. And so did, there was another one that did a billion. What was it? Was it AMC that did a billion?
No, it was under that. I think it was naked. It had to be naked or something.
Naked did 2 billion, they're saying.
No,
Tuna
no,
feels like
Naked.
20. Yeah, I have
It
8 and it
was-
feels like 8.
It
Well, that's
was
'cause I haven't-
Nokia.
Oh, it was Nokia. I have an amazing wife, so my 8 kids feel like 8 kids, which is still an insane amount of kids. But what were you fixing to say about that chart and AMC? I don't recall because so much is happening. AMC did a billion 2 days ago. Okay, yeah, Ginger has been diamonds handing AMC with me, so AMC did do a billion 2 days ago. And look at that! Holy cow! So, guys, what was the time that I gave you? I said 10:15. It's a little bit early. 10:14. Go figure. Price movement upwards. It's almost like this is a repetitive pattern that we see every fucking day. Yeah. Yeah. Turn it back on. Turn it back on. Now, typically what we see, guys, is this will run till about 10:45, and then it kind of tapers sideways or downwards slowly towards lunch, and then all the traders fuck off for lunch, turn the algos back on, and the algos trade till about 1:30, and then you get a bit of a lull from 1:30 till 3. Volume starts to slowly pick up at 3, and then from 3:30 to 4, things get a little nutty again. So if you're new to the market and you're unaware of kind of the timing of when is it okay for me to go do some real work or go, mow the lawn or shovel the driveway or whatever. Typically, if you were to do that, in my opinion, that time after 1:30, 1:30 till 3 is ideal for chores and tasks that must be done on a basis of it doesn't really do anything. Now, today is a bit of an exception. Traders won't want to hold over the weekend. Big volume at the end of session, potentially. That is potentially it. There are also a lot of, especially today, there are a lot of people that may be considering entering positions over the weekend because what we've seen is tickers like Zemetica, SNDL, Naked that typically are the top of unusual volume. They do perform quite well over the weekend. So we may actually see an increase in volume and pricing because people want to hold over the weekend, because they want to take a position over the weekend. GME has to be a unique situation in regards to holding or not. It's not unique. I wouldn't argue that it's unique. I would say this group of stocks is very similar. GME, SNDL, Naked, AMC, Nokia, BlackBerry. Not so much Nokia, BlackBerry, EXPR. I know there are other ones. They're just not pop. COS, KOSS. What are the party ends Monday? What are the party ends in the next half hour? I don't typically like to do the what if. Our market hours the same on Friday. Our after hour market's the same on Friday. Yep. Excuse me. A THC breathalyzer. Blazif. Guys, OTCs. Oh, I can trade in Canada. OTCs, guys, are extremely iffy stuff, so be very, very careful. Robinhood is struggling, of course. Do you play stop orders? I don't, because I'm actively here in the market. If I was going to walk away from my console for a couple hours, I would put a stop in place, yeah. But I don't really do that. I'm here pretty much all day with my digital marketing clients on one side, the few that I have left, as well as actually actively trading my portfolio throughout the day. So SNDL moving up a little bit. I'm not leaving on SNDL anytime soon, guys, even though it's down from the 82 cents. I'm just waiting for them to drop the PR that they're offering is now closed in full, and it should drive it up pretty hard, I would imagine. So typical retail investor has no way to trade during pre-market or after hours, right? I don't think that is right. I'm a typical retail investor, and I can trade from 4:30 in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. GME is dipping below 300. I see it at 305. I'm on TD Canada Trust. Elon tweeted on BTC. Yeah, we saw that this morning, and I did expect Mara to come down, and it did, but it didn't. It hasn't come down as much as I would have liked. I really wanted to come back down to 20, which was probably overly ambitious, but it's nice to dream the dream, right? Nice to dream the dream. All right, what else we got going on? We've got let's take a look at the scanners and see what the biggest price movers. All right, guys, these are the biggest movers on the day. SIEB, UUU, BRPA units, LMFA. These are all 59+% gains on the day. Wall Street Bets now has 6 million users. That's craziness. But I am seeing some of the names on here. Here's COS, AMC, GME, Naked. They're all here. Novavax had their drug approval, so it's not surprising. That's up 60% today. You missed CatB at 3.2 entry. That's unfortunate. All bots? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? With the amount of international press that it's receiving, them being real people could be a thing for sure. Or they could be bots. That's also a possibility. Who knows which way that goes. I am running out of water. My throat is dying, so I will be back. 2 seconds, guys. Just going to grab some more water. Oh, okay. Thoughts on J&J news? It's bad news for J&J. That's not the news that they wanted. That efficacy is nowhere near where it needed to be. SNDL is moving up a little bit. So SNDL, guys, is one of the reasons why I did go SNDL is because I am comfortable if I have to hold SNDL longer to do so. If I was SNDL, though, what I would do is stop dropping these fucking offerings and just let it ride. Like, drop a press release saying we have done 2 offerings now. We have raised sufficient capital that from this point forward, we do not need to do additional offerings. And our aim and complete target at this point is to get the stock above $1 and hold that price in order to be compliant, because they are still on compliancy risk with their listing. So it is in their best interest to stop fucking with the price movement and taking offerings. So fine, they took another offering today. They're hoping to ride this up. But in my opinion, they need to really stop with the offerings. They really got their shit. They got to get their shit together on this, because if they don't get this above $1 and hold it there for 10 days, they are fucked. Or reverse split and uplist. You reverse split and the stock will fall harder than you could imagine. The amount of shares that they have out there that they have diluted over and over and over and over, and then you drop a double on it like that, that is a phenomenal way to have everybody who is currently holding that position exit. Real bad idea. How do I feel about NAC? I don't know a damn thing about NAC. Don't know anything about it. There are strikes up to 800 now on GME. That's going to gamma squeeze the stock price even higher, right? Yeah, it will. It will. If that's true, if they've actually done that, if they've dropped weekly strikes, really? On weeklies? No way.
What?
Somebody's saying that they dropped weekly strikes all the way up to 800. I only see up to 650.
On GME, you gotta be kidding me. Hang on.
Yeah, I only see up to 650.
650. Oh, they did. Look at the next week's. February 5th, February 12th. I see up to 800.
Holy cow. What are they thinking? What are they thinking?
I can tell you what they're thinking. $81 of premium for an 800 strike that is 100% over 100% out of the money. They're thinking they're going to rake in premium. That's just my 2 cents where I think they're thinking at this point, because people are going to pay that $80 for something that is over 100% out of the money. Just think of that concept. I know it's GME and I know the price action we've been seeing.
Can you
I
sell
know it's a week
calls?
out.
I don't know, man.
You could. I'm telling you, if you were holding the underlying, let's say GME at $40 and you've diamond hands at this point, selling a next week $800 call at $82 is you're making $8,000 per 100 shares.
There is 6,000 volume on this fucking 800 strike. Can I explain what this means? Yeah, what this means is this potential strike, what's going to happen is as volume accrues at these higher strike points, typically what that means is this is where the market is trying to indicate it feels the price movement on this is headed, which causes the actual equity price to move in line with that. It's a little bit insane that volume is so high. Like the next highest volume is a 500. This is such a large gap between these volume windows. Yeah. So 500.
Yeah. Because people are going to take out of the money because that's what's been happening. Right? I'm not saying it can't hit 800. I'm saying that's very much a possibility. But if I was a market maker, that's how I would hedge at the pricing of the IV the way it is. Where am I going to make my money at this point? I'm going to make it on premium if it doesn't.
Tipple, this is a custom layout that I've built for myself that has the SPY here. I've got a chart that feeds off the broadcast from my watch list. My watch list is customized, and then I've dropped an options chain underneath. So this receives broadcast from, this and this both receive broadcast from my watch list. So if I click SNDL, you'll see that both of these switch automatically. The SPY stays in position. It's not too difficult to build. It's actually fairly easy to build the layout. So if you're in there, it's fairly intuitive to just click, drag, and drop things into windows. The biggest thing with GME contracts at 800 is that the premium is also more affordable too, instead of buying something closer to in the money. I guess so. I mean, this is nuts. Am I in SNDL? Yes, I am in SNDL. Which in turn gamma ramps up the stock closer to the price, thereby increasing premium share price, etc., etc. Yeah. How do the options look on AMC? Oh, you know what? I didn't actually look at that because so few of them have been available. Largest volume outside the money, there's a little bit. 1800 at 40. Obviously on the weekly, I think a run to 40 on AMC is unlikely at this point. 20 has about $4,000 on it. I don't know that you could. Do you think AMC could potentially go 20?
Think I'm trying to bank on it.
So, Millennial, you know, I was talking about like you would sell those 800 calls.
Yeah.
Just think of it this way, and this is for the guys that got in really early with GME, and they're like, I don't know what to do. I want to protect my profits, but blah blah blah. If you're in at 40 and you bought 100 shares, that's $4,000. It's a great entry, right? You sell one call, which is 100 shares of the 800s, which let's be honest, probably won't hit. Maybe will hit. I don't know. You're gonna make $8,000 on that. What that means is, no matter what, you've made 100% on that play. So if it doesn't hit, guess what? You just made another $8,000, and you keep selling those calls on a weekly basis as long as GME's up. Is what I would do in that situation. And I'm not a professional, disclaimer, right? This is what I did with SNDL when I bought it really low. When I bought it at 20 cents, I sold $1 calls. When it got up, I then recycled those calls and rolled them and kept going. But that's what I like envision in my head. What would somebody with GME do if they were in at 40 and still holding?
I'd run.
You know what I mean? Oh, well, yeah,
run.
I mean,
I'd run as fast as
I
far as I could so that nobody comes and takes my tendies. I'd be out.
at the same point with that, if I had GME at 40, I wouldn't have lasted past 140.
Guys, I appreciate all you guys that are diamond hands that are able to say hodl on that position, but let's be honest. If I have to be completely honest with you guys. If I had GME at 40 and it's sitting at above 300, I'm out.
Millennial, you wouldn't have lasted past the first day when it hit 70.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
okay, guys.
It's the same thing. Go ahead.
This is big news. SEC is reviewing volatility amid GameStop frenzy, vows to protect, wait for it, retail investors. Not hedge funds, retail investors.
Just like the firms are protecting us right now. Just like in 2008 when they released the PDT rule, that protected us.
No. SEC vowed to protect traders and promised to scrutinize actions by brokerages that may unduly inhibit their ability to trade certain securities. So this is the SEC announcing to Robinhood, if you're going to lock them out of trading these securities, you better fucking think twice, because we are watching that real hard. And rest assured, yesterday,
people, you look at everyone.
Yeah. We will act to protect retail investors when the facts demonstrate abusive or manipulative trading activity. This is phenomenal, because that's exactly what that shit was yesterday. Guys, in case you didn't realize it, regardless of what the Joker on CNBC had to say at lunch yesterday, if you look at the SPY over 2 days, he made the claim yesterday at 11. This is what a good market should look like. So they locked out retailers at 9:45, okay? And then the market went up into 11 o'clock, okay? And he got on his high horse and went, this is what a market should look like. This is what happens when people are trading real things of value like Apple. By the way, Apple was down 2% on the day given its best Q4 earnings of all time, okay? And he's talking shit, and then we hit 1 o'clock and his program goes off the air. And then this thing happens when there are no retailers there. at all. The SPY dips as a boomerang, and did it finish up on the day? Yeah, by a little bit. However, does that look like a healthy market? That doesn't look good to me. If that's a ticker I'm trading, this doesn't look good to me. This looks like it's preparing to fall. So no surprise that what does it do at the gate there? It falls, right? So CNBC again makes themselves look like giant assholes trying to pin this on the retail market, when in reality, what I think we see happen on the SPY today is the SPY should buy back up, in my opinion, to somewhere around that 379, 380 range. I think that there's a lot of opportunity for that to happen as we head into end of day here on this. And again, it proves that retail traders are not the bane of the market. They're reality. SEC only throws out fines, can't throw out jail time, though. What is money at the end of the day when these guys can grease their wallets with billions? It's not just that, it's regulation. So if it starts with a fine, okay, well, they're going to fine them, and then they're going to come out with a regulatory overview and say, you know what? If you're going to restrict trading on these positions, you need to restrict trading for everybody. It can't just be retail investment that comes in on this. If we're going to make this move, we need to make a regulation that those tickers, because of volatility, need to be halted for the day across the board, not just for retail traders. Yeah, Duck, exactly. He said Apple was the reason SPY was green when it was down 2% at that point. It was hilarious. He's the same guy that Chamath knocked down. Can Robinhood be canceled? Absolutely, Robinhood can be canceled. Their IPO is at serious risk right now. Very serious risk. Martini's GME call at 350. I mean, it'll be nutty. The rest of this day, guys, is just going to be absolutely bonkers. So what I would like to see... Yeah, Solomir, Chamath gave his ass a good slap. He got embarrassed on national television. Chamath completely destroyed him. And it felt good for all of us watching. How much trading had you done prior to your 2200 portfolio start? I hadn't. I had about a month actually beforehand. There's one trade that I had that I will always remember. I took a single trade. It was NVCN with $200. That's the only trade that I had ever taken before January of last year, and it didn't go well. it was a loser. If the RH thing didn't happen yesterday, would AMC still drop that hard? Who knows? I can't really say because I just don't know. I suspect that no, we would not have seen a massive fallout on all of these tickers, which is where a lot of that market manipulation suggestion is coming from. They did that in allowing the shorts to cover at a more reasonable loss instead of completely obliterating them off the face of the earth. Interactive Brokers actually came out publicly and made the comment that it restricted purchasing on those securities to stop people, how did they word it? We stop Interactive Brokers stop losses. News. Oh, yeah, here. They believe the short squeeze would keep going. Okay, so they are quoted, the CEO is quoted as saying, they believe short squeeze would keep going and going, so they had to stop the losses. The immediate question was, stop whose losses? Stop whose losses? So, Peter, for you guys, huge... He is a hedge fund manager. He liquidated his hedge fund on that news. He was one of the largest holders of Interactive Brokers financially, and he liquidated. No. This is a billionaire hedge fund owner that liquidated his fund, saying, I refuse to trade. I refuse to trade in a market that retail traders do not have open access to. This is a guy who worked his way to the top from the bottom. Yeah, that makes sense. Facebook is going to come under fire. That's a big mistake by Facebook. They're a bunch of pandering tools. It doesn't surprise me. Holding on for $1 on SNDL. I don't know how long I'm holding SNDL, but I'm holding it. Yeah, Belange, typically what I traded as I was growing the portfolio was not quick in and outs like this, because without larger capital, these quick in and outs aren't really that profitable. So what I was doing is looking for trades that I thought had larger price movement, 10 baggers, like Peter Lynch would say, over a 6 to 12, 6 to 8 month period. Sorry, 6 to 12 week period, not month. Is 1,000 capital enough to start a portfolio? You're in college and that's all you have. So guys, my rule when I started with 2,200 was this. I can't give you financial advice, but what I can tell you is this. When I first got started, okay, I had committed that $2,200 US that I had in there was tuition money, okay? And not tuition like I should have been paying it to my school fees. It was, this is tuition. This is the tuition I am willing to pay to the market and lose all of it in order to learn how this thing works, okay? So is 1,000 enough capital to start a portfolio? Yeah, I think there's potential for that. But all I am going to say is if you put $1,000 in, you're going to only really be able to take one position. And in taking that one position, there's a large risk of blowing it all up. So it's more about learning at that price point. One thing that you can look at is Wealth Simple in Canada if you're really worried about the commissions, but be aware, guys, that zero commission platforms are still fleecing you for the commissions. They're just doing it by selling your order flow. I think any amount of capital is enough for a portfolio. That's true in some respects. A lot of high delta calls still being bought on AMC. I'm not concerned about AMC whatsoever. I'm doing very well today. RJ, gonna get a lot of different answers on that, but personally focus on your income more. So maybe paper trade and learn how to trade first. I am never going to give you the answer of paper trade. So guys, I'm not going to give you the answer of paper trade ever. And the reason why I don't advocate for paper trading is this. You build bad habits psychologically with paper trading. The best example I can use is, and I don't think that stock market is gambling, but real money, real emotions, real repercussions for your decisions, okay? If you go on to a poker site like whatever, you guys know all the poker sites out there. Let's say you go out there and you're on funny money, okay? You're not on real money, you're on funny money. And you're looking at your cards and you're going, I got a queen and a 10. Are you going to slowly bet in? Are you going to, use chip management effectively? No, you're going to all in that shit because it's paper money and you can just do whatever you want with it, right? But if that's real cash, if it's actually $1,000 that you have on the poker table, you're going to play that a little bit more conservatively. You're going to think a little bit more carefully about what you're doing. And therein, it's not just the $1,000 being managed more effectively and you having more risk awareness and more risk averseness. It's also your ability to psychologically create good habits that you're not going to YOLO, that you're not going to just drop anything at a dime into the latest pump and dump. It really is about getting your head on straight and programming it to do the right things. Also, the stress levels are completely different for sure. I am just not somebody that advocates for paper trading. I know that there are some traders out there here on the platform as well that do encourage people to start with paper trading. That's not me. Honestly, if you start with paper and you build those bad habits into your head that you hold on too long, or you take too large of a position, you don't really learn risk management, and then you move with that same strategy into the market, what I think you're going to see happen is you're going to blow up your first account pretty quickly because of the bad habits that you've learned, and you're no further ahead than had you been if you had just started with the cash money account in the first place. C. Cobbler started with $300 and that was more than enough to help me learn the market. Awesome. At which capital would you then consider two positions? So the tipping points that I found, guys, were from 2,200 to 10,000. I was typically only in one or two positions. From 10K to 25K, I was probably in 4 or 5. From 25 to 50, I was still in 4 to 5 major positions. They were just larger amounts of money. Now at 50K to 100K, I'm still only in 4 positions, guys. I mean, yeah, I've got a couple of these little ones, right? Like JCPenney, MG. Oh, you guys can't see that. Let me go to. Yeah, if you're unfamiliar with platforms, but there's also courses that you can take at your local bank that will teach you how to use the platform effectively. So you don't need to paper trade to do that. So JCPenney guys, MGIT, these tiny little nothing stocks, I only have a couple $100 in here. These aren't really positions. So as you can see, I'm still with a $100,000 portfolio, only really managing 4 positions at a time. Now I do have an additional position over here in my Canadian margin account, but again, this is a smaller size position. It's not a massive position. So I do typically right now just manage 4 positions to keep things simple, to keep things focused, concentrated, and I see better gains off of those positions. Now, as I expand and grow, I do have a plan to go a little bit further on that. Right now, from 100,000 to 200,000, I am open to holding 4 positions. The only time I'm really going to leverage up from 4 positions instead of the size of the positions is once I break into the 300 to 4,000 range, where I'm going to start managing 7 positions instead of 4. Okay. It's not so good if they all track the same, and that's an excellent point. That's an excellent point to consider. So when I'm looking at the 4 positions that I'm in right now, I am actually over leveraged into the current market trading. So the SNDL, Naked, AMC, this is all on these leverage moves. Okay. BTWN, however, is a hedge. It is my hedge right now. It should be larger if it's going to be a hedge, but it is my hedge as a long-term hold, betting on Richard Lee and Peter Thiel to deliver massively on this SPAC. So that's kind of my security blanket right there, is that 26,000 in that. Now that is down $3,000 right now, but ultimately I think in a long way, that's going to be the way it goes. Do you trade for a living now? I'm in semi-retirement on my digital marketing career. There are a few clients that I really love working with that I've continued to do work with, and I will continue to do work with. I am still open to doing the public speaking gigs that I was doing at conferences and events to help people understand social media and how to use it. I am actually going to start looking, once travel restrictions and bans are lifted, to doing some traveling, discussing finances at conferences and events. Not financial advice, but educational advice on how to be a retail investor in this market. So that would be there. Surprised not to see me in Mara. I was actually in Mara at one point. You can see it here. I was hoping it would come down to 20 today. So which Peter Thiel's back? BTWN. Is this a decent entry in Mara right now? This is support. Again, with Mara, guys, I wasn't going to consider that until I had money in it. I was hoping it came down to 20. So we'll see what it does on the day. We'll see. As of right now, guys, I'm up $10,000 unrealized on the portfolio. Palantir is a IPO. It was an IPO. No, Palantir wasn't an IPO. It was a direct offering, a direct listing. It didn't IPO. It had a direct listing. So you guys will see that we're back up to that 76, 77 range from 73 on SNDL, so I'm not really sweating it too much on that. Does your 2,000 to 100,000 move include additional capital injection, or is that pure tendies? It's a story of tendies. There was some capital injections through stimmies in Canada, but not substantial stimmies. We're talking $1,000 here and there. Not really enough to really blow up the account. Not like I put $10,000 in or whatever, right? It was largely by plays. Asian Dad, thank you so much for the follow, man. Let me know how you found the stream, what it is you trade. Wrong screen. Okay, cool. Let's go back. GME up 70% now. Novavax 68. Volume. SNDL 350 million volume. Naked 234. AMC 200. Naked showing a little bit of volume increase, not a huge spike, but a little bit. AMC kind of sideways at this 1326, not necessarily heading for 20, but it's there. Funny how low Palantir IPOs, if they IPO'd, they'd have blown up, maybe. But I think there's a reason why they did the direct approach. You mainly have kept about 4 positions throughout your investment process, but you just increase the volume as you grew the portfolio. Exactly, Achy Breaky. What platform is this? It doesn't look like TOS. It's TD Canada. So it's the TD Advanced Dashboard in Canada. It is not TOS. I'm trying to learn more about trading. I'm seeing you well in Stocky's Discord chat. That's awesome, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sure Stocky's doing crazy things with like 60,000 people or something, right? And Martini. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, Martini is actually where we are going to be heading in about 10 minutes here. So SNDL is coming back up now. Yeah, it's at 77. Dipped down to 73, 72, and now it's at 77. And it's going to do what it's going to do all day. I'm fairly confident about where I am on it. All the RHers are probably spent now. I wouldn't count on that. Maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. This week was exhausting for everybody. Everybody's going to need a good refresh on the weekend, which I don't think is going to be a terrible thing for anybody, to be honest. There's no conversation to be had. Yeah. That's always the difficulty with becoming one of those major streamers is when you got 50,000 people in a room and they're all trying to talk at the same time, it's almost impossible to have a conversation. Yeah, that's just it, guys. So West Coast, if you think that you're somebody on the West Coast and you typically get up around 9 a.m., right? That's noon, right? So I wouldn't say all of the squeeze is squoze yet on that. I think that there's still some volume out there. But SNDL 350 million on it. It's not terrible, and it looks like it wants to head back up here. So. AMC 1380. Yeah, so there's some positive price movement on AMC. It's under the tab market depth. I don't have market depth on this. Oh, I do. There it is. Let's go AMC. No permissions to see level 2. I could pay for this. I could pay for this. I don't have need of it, but I could pay for it. Is it possible to transfer your shares and funds from RH to TDA? Absolutely. What is going through your mind when it comes to SNDL right now? Hold. Hodl. I was convicted, guys, that I'm not really going to make a move in anything until closer to the end of the day. I just wanted to be here on the open with you guys, hang out with you guys, and kind of get that hype going. So I'm not paying for level 2 because I don't need it. I've traded this entire past year without any level 2 data. If occasionally I do want to understand a little bit more about where pricing is, often I can reach out to Redemption and just say, hey, man, what do you see where? And he's pretty good about hooking me up. There's no reason for me to...
I don't just have level 2, I have level 3!
Ooh, level 3.
And also, remember what I was talking about this morning, Millennial? Apparently, I'm fine. Because apparently the thing that I proposed... that he proposed... that I proposed to him, but the thing that he proposed to them was something tangible. So yeah, we're fine. They like the idea. They're going with it right now. So
okay. Yeah, look into the ACAT for sure. Jacob's right. Take a look at an ACAT. I liked my CLSK pickup. Yeah, I mean that would probably be pretty tasty. CLSK is a solid Bitcoin play. So I also have a feeling Bitcoin is going to run into the weekend. I had hoped that Mara would continue to decline, but we'll see what it does throughout the day. I think the closer we get to the end of the day, the more that we see Mara head back up. Where are they here? 22 even. They're not showing a ton of growth, diminishing volume. Mantado Mantadob TV. Oh, Mantado BTV. Okay, I probably butchered them. I'm really sorry. I tried like 5 times and I got it wrong. Thank you so much for the follow. Let me know how you found the stream, what it is you trade. I really don't see people selling off GME until it gets to like $1,000. Literally a cult at this point. Who knows? Who knows? Sky's the limit. That they're putting $800 strikes up there like it's nothing.
wow. Wow, millennial. So I just got a text from this. Okay, I have not spoken. I was literally thinking about this dude when I was leaving, right? Because for different reasons, I've not seen this guy since my old like film days and stuff like that. He just texted me, "Should I buy AMC stick right now?" And I'm like,
Yes.
I'm not an financial advisor. All I can tell you is that they have, I believe they have about 200 million, which is about 100 million over what their thing is. They just did a 100 million share offering or something like that, so they are at 100% possible short squeeze. Possible. I'm not 100% sure, but if you're comfortable sitting on it, yes. So
Yeah, and guys, Mentato's spot on. Okay, for us to go out there as retail investors and do that same thing of like, oh, hedge funds are bad. It's just not true. There are some good hedge funds out there. There are some hedge funds out there that are not short side, that are long side, that are trading ethically, that are doing good risk management, that are genuinely looking out for their investors. But there are also some assholes. I would also say the same is true for the retail market. There's some really great folks out there, like Stock Guy, like Rebels, like Martini. But there are also some assholes out there, and you guys know it, right? So, we like the stock. We like the stock. Was CATB on the RH list? No. Traders living in uncomfortability. Yeah. To say that it's stress free is not going to be accurate. Yeah, and guys, I applaud the work of some short sellers. Okay, I want that to be clear as well. Muddy Waters did a huge service to people, bringing to attention the China hustle. I don't think anybody here would be pissed off that the China hustle came to light. Okay, I think that they did a great service to the market, making them aware of the China hustle and how absolutely corrupt that is. That's the purpose of short sellers, is to make us aware of that. I just don't think that a short selling firm should be able to hold shares that are 150% of a company. That's too much, too far. My opinion on this, guys, is 50%. Yeah. Yeah. So what I love, guys, is hearing that I'm seeing the names of the people that have been in my chat for a little while, and they get it. They're there. And some of them probably had that opinion beforehand. Some of them learn that opinion as we go. But that you guys are educating yourselves and aren't having that mentality of fuck hedge funds, fuck short sellers. That's important. That's a sign of maturity, I think, that you're growing and learning as an investor. And that's very, very, very important. So AMC, I imagine there's a big sell order at 14 trying to keep this down because it seems like it touched it and then pieced out. So I think it's going to keep going. Yeah, Mad Waiter, I'm definitely there. If they can take unlimited short side risk, we should be able to take unlimited long side risk. That's the game that we're playing for sure. However, fuck Melvin. Yep, what Melvin did was wrong, absolutely, and that he doubled down and was backed by guys like Steve Cohen and Citadel. I think that's equally scummy. I would be okay with short selling being regulated. That the two ideas that I like, the one I like the most is 50% short volume, but I would be okay with it being up to 100% short volume. But you shouldn't be able to short more of the stock than there is. That's wrong. Any idea on TD when I sell to close a long put? I have no idea, Alchemist. You lost me at put. I'm just not an options trader, and I wouldn't want to give you any insights on something that I have nothing to do with. I just don't get it. It's not my bag, baby. Just if you want to play that game, people can come against you and screw you over. Yeah. I really expected more volatility today. Seems pretty stable. I am surprised. Wait for the West Coast, man. Wait for the West Coast. I think things are going to get nutty. Were they naked shorts this time around? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know that anybody can say with any certainty what it was or wasn't. Just that they did hold extensive shorts and puts. Wait, are calls or longs not options? Longs can be equity. You can long equity, which is typically what I do. I'm a long equity trader. I'm not a short equity trader. I trade stocks. I buy low, I sell high. I keep shit that simple. I don't play around with puts and calls and spreads and put calls and spread call eagles upside down, bat, funky crap. I just don't do it. I keep shit basic. I'm a basic bitch. I buy low, I sell high. I don't really like playing beyond that because I've been so successful with keeping it simple. And one of the things I learned at a very young age, what? 3 months in a row, let's go.
So millennial, this is how I responded to my
hold
friend.
up, just 2 seconds. So what I've learned, guys, is by keeping things as simple as possible, you eliminate the opportunity for it to break apart into a million pieces. The simpler it is, the less likelihood that you're going to see things disappear off the face of the planet. GME, we hold for the stonk we like. We shall not give up, shall not give in. We will not go quietly into the night. Yep, I mean, that's a thing. Okay, go. Redemption.
Okay, so I said that I cannot officially comment, but my opinion is there is possibly 219 million shares short, unverified since yesterday, with 100 million short float, putting it at a 200% short, possibly. They did an offer this morning, but I think brings the float up. But even if it is, it would still be relatively around 100% short. And I am also in belief that if you're comfortable sitting on this, sorry, if you're comfortable sitting on this, you should, as I am at 881, and that to have scale up points in mind on the way up. You don't have to get all out, but taking bits off here and there would be feasible, since they are claiming this is creating a lifeline for AMC to come out of bankruptcy.
How did I come to these beliefs? A decade of experience in business at the executive level. I was a digital marketing consultant for executives. I've worked with firms like H&M, Toyota, Fox and TV. I've done some Hollywood films. I've kind of been all over the map as far as my digital marketing consultancy goes. So what I've learned is when shit gets complicated for no reason other than being complicated, and it doesn't work better than the basic option, you're doing it wrong. The more basic you keep things, the less room there is for things to go wrong, right? If I tell my kid, go downstairs, super easy, right? But if I elaborate I want you to stand up and walk left foot, right foot all the way to the stairs, downstairs, one step at a time, slowly. Make sure you sit down, and then when you get downstairs, make sure that you say hi to mom. They've lost it, right? They've checked out. They're gone because it's overly complicated for no reason. Where you just keep it basic and say go downstairs, they go downstairs. With RH traders typically having smaller accounts, I feel like not allowing fractional shares will hinder GME today. Maybe. We'll see. I'm interested to see what the West Coast volume does to it. Leg out secure gains, play the house money sounds good. Yeah, I mean, why not? Do you think it's weird that the volume is relatively low on Naked or SNDL? Low volume? 300 million? They're over their average volume. They've doubled their average volume already. I don't think that's low volume. AMC is 220 million. They're coming up on 6x average volume. Naked 247. They're double. TSG was thinking there might be some sort of suppression of orders. Possibly. We did see restrictions placed on margin orders, which could affect it. But again, guys, West Coast still sleeping for the most part. I don't think that retail traders on the West Coast woke up for 9 a.m. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I think there's a large amount of money on the West Coast that still has opportunity to come in here. So 53 Partners says GameStop short interest at 11.2 billion, third largest short value behind Tesla and Apple. That's huge. What he's saying is he believes it's 200 short interest based off of the numbers he's seeing on current short volume. Now, the offering does fluctuate that a little bit. I don't think it will be 200% short interest. I'm more inclined to think it's closer to 100. Even Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii's not a ton of cash. It's not a lot of money because there's not a lot of population. Whereas the West Coast, California, there's a lot of money in Cali. A lot of money in Cali. All right. It is 11:01, guys. At 11 o'clock, I free my kids to live their life as they will, which means that we get to all go hang out with none other than Martine Rita. Don't go anywhere, guys. She is amazing. You will like it. I promise. Wicked Smart Lady has taught me a lot over the last year. Most of you guys know her. She is a phenomenal streamer. She does a really great job. Can't wait to see you over there. Make sure if you're a sub, you flash the beaver as you get in there. I will see you Monday, guys, 9 a.m. Later.